She was the force behind one of the largest medical lawsuit settlements in U.S. history and the subject of the 2000 award-winning film about the journey. Now, Erin Brockovich is taking on the water crisis in America in her new book, Superman's Not Coming. And we are so excited to catch up with her now. Erin, welcome.
Hello, how are you? It's good to be here.
Great. Yes, I'm so glad that you're here. We've got to talk about this. It's such an important topic. Is it true that this book was 20 years in the making?
Well, actually 2, but it's 20 years of work in the making that really put me here with Superman's Not Coming, and 20 years of experience seeing what's going on with communities and how we rise.
You know, it kind of puts the power back in the people's hands. So what's the first step in kind of making all of this happen?
You know, you just have to take that first step. I mean, even in my own life, when I began my work in Hinckley, it was that moment that, listen, the storm is here and I can either step out and say something and help or not. And so it's finding that courage. We oftentimes think it has to be, you know, something grand, or we have to have this PhD or know science or anything like that to take that step. You don't. You just have to decide, I'm going to get involved, and I'm going to make it my job. I'm going to make it my business to find out what's going on. That knowledge is power. And then things just kind of start snowballing from there.
So when did the municipal water crisis first come on your radar?
It was after the film came out. I had no idea that so many people would be emailing myself and the law firm with not only a water crisis and an aquifer with pollution, but municipal water. I think the film acted as a platform or permission, or, you know, Julia Roberts is playing in something that, oh my gosh, maybe I can speak out about this. And it really opened my eyes to what was going on across the country.
And how many more people needed your help. I mean, I think a lot of people are aware of what happened in Flint. I think a lot of people don't know that it's happening all over the country. I mean, even in like Newark, New Jersey. The question is, what happens if we don't correct this problem?
Well, I think we're seeing the end result of that, what we've learned through Hinckley, that they live with lifelong scars and issues. In Flint, all those children that drank lead all that time, and the scars and the learning disabilities and the issues that they will have for a lifetime. Why would we want to do that? I think we're starting to see with, climate change. And I think that word throws people off, and you can call it weather patterns or phenomenons that are happening, droughts, and we have no water, and we're seeing more fires and more hurricanes and more flooding and more saltwater intrusions into our municipalities and more pollution and an increasingly unhealthy society. I think that we're seeing that if we don't do something, this is the fallout. And this is where I want to encourage people. What are you waiting for? There is no magical thing that will come in and fix this. It will take you as an individual to rise up. Don't look for the hero, be the hero, and collectively, and join forces with your community. And when we create that movement, we can push a message and we can begin to implement solutions and plans to divert a crisis.
Yeah. And I think that, so much about change is in the hands of our youth. And, you've been meeting with them, going on your book tour. After spending a little time with, the youth of today, do you have hope that there will be change? I feel like they're a lot more active than when we were kids.
I absolutely do. For as daunting as it is in this country right now, I truly feel that we are in a more hopeful moment, even though we're clashing. Yeah. We are waking up, and we are getting involved, and we are getting prepared, and we are believing in ourselves again. Yeah. And that gives me hope. And the next generation of America sees that. We all see that. And with everything that's going on, there's a wake up happening in this country.
There's absolutely a wake up happening. And I'm listening to you talk about all these things so passionately. And I can't help but wonder, do you ever think about running for office? Because I feel like you would be so good in office.
I actually thought about in California running for a Senate seat. And then I moved away, not because, oh, you know, I don't want to do that. I really felt that my best work could still be out here working with the communities and my environmental issues. But I do think about it. Maybe in the next cycle. I don't know.
We'll take that maybe for now, Erin. Erin's new book, Superman's Not Coming, is out everywhere books are sold and digitally now. Erin, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.